Today's tree is quite a interesting one. It's called Carelia brachiata. Carelia brachiata, and it's commonly known as freshwater mangrove tree also. And little bit I wanted to tell about these mangrove trees. Normally they occupy very watery places like Sundarbans, and then these coastal areas and all, where the sea water also comes sometimes inland. So, and then also fresh water. So they have to be capable of dealing with brackish water, sudden rise in water level as well as sudden fall in water level. And so they have adapted by making these aerial roots. I don't know the technical term for these roots, but they pop out of the sides like this, and then they go down, and so they get into the earth also. And the aerial roots help them when the water level, when the bottom part is inundated, it can still breathe from the aerial roots. And among these freshwater, these mangrove species, this one is adapted to survive inland also. So not only on the seaside and these completely waterlogged places, but 30, 40, 50, even 100 kilometers inland in very moist, wet places, which have a lot of water, they can survive. And the problem with these large trees is I'm not able to show many features. When they grow tall, the leaves and all are not available. So now little bit more I'll tell about this this Carelia brachiata. It has a general shape and all is very beautiful. It has the drooping willow type of shape, and similar to the Garcinia. So Garcinia type of shape, and leaves also are quite Garcinia like. If you leaves look like this, that glossy type of leaves, somewhat rounded in the edge and all, and that same shiny, and even the texture is somewhat like stiff and smooth, so it can tolerate lot of waterfall. And so one is this glossy leaves, then these kind of aerial roots popping out. Apart from that, the younger trees have a kind of a corky type of bark. Which one? This is a quite a dense area. I'm scared to step around because snakes may be there. I'll try to show the close-up of that corky bark. So that is a corky bark. And then as the tree becomes grown up, that barks become smooth once again. Smooth later. And then it's also called Indian oak, and in Kannada it's called Anda Murugal and Andi Punar in Tulu. Then Panashi in Marathi. And this tree occurs all the way from Western Ghats to North Australia. So in India it's there in Western Ghats from Kerala all the way up to Maharashtra, coastal areas, and then even above the Ghats section in Agumbe and all they are there. Then one or two isolated populations are there in this Andhra, some Kambam hills or somewhere. Then in Tamil Nadu also, Chengalpet district, it seems a few strands are there. Otherwise it's there in Assam, Manipur and all. And these fruits and that raw berries are edible in those places. In remote places and all, they still eat all these things, though city people have forgotten about it. And you can also see it here and there in the cities like Mangalore, Udupi and all, in the wet valley bottom areas. Then it grows in this kind of place. You can see this is a kind of a water channel where water flows in the heavy rain. Bang next to it has grown, and these roots can go quite a distance. These type of roots, and tender roots are also like that. They already have that little corky texture you can see here also in these roots. Then apart from that, edible fruits and unripe fruits they're eating in some places like Manipur and all. So I'll have to do a separate video with a bigger tree to show the beauty of this bark and all. Today you all have to be satisfied with this much. So that's some information and about an interesting tree called Carelia brachiata freshwater mangrove tree. It grows up to about 40 meters, 30 meters and all in a good location, not some 80 feet, 70 feet like that. And in unfavorable locations, it can be a small tree. And it has it has ornamental beauty, so it can be incorporated into moist type of gardens and locations. So that's a bit about this. Now I'll also give a little bonus. You can watch this. The way back. Other plants also will show. This one is one of that Amorphophallus, I think, most probably. One more there. Then on the walls of these whatever trench, laterite wall, absolutely laterite, and then all these little ferns are there. Even one or two of those begonias. Begonia. This is the baby of the Pothos candens. This one I have not been able to identify yet. Quite a pretty little thing. I am waiting for it to flower. Then on the ground is Curcuma karnatakensis growing. So that is about the Carelia brachiata.